Yes. Welcome to Audrey's reading area. All right, all right, all right. Educational Tuesday. Educational Tuesday. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 8 o'clock p.m.
Live at 8. Live at 8. Shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David the Third, and Kaden. Yes, shout out to one of my favorite students, Matt. Again, I have to shout him out. He wants me to say he's one of my favorite students, which he is. He is. Shout out to you, Matt. So, on this Educational Tuesday, I'm going to be reading Properties of Matter, Describing and Measuring Matter. Concept Links book, Literacy and Language Through Content. It's a Millmark education book and it's by Rebecca L. Johnson. Rebecca L. Johnson. Which, by the way, shout out to an ex coworker of mine, Rebecca Johnson. I don't think it's the same person, but when I needed to pass a math test, she actually tutored me for like 3 hours and I passed. Wasn't for her, I wouldn't have passed. So shout out to Rebecca Johnson. Thank you. All right, all right, all right. And it's a Rebecca Johnson that wrote this book. Rebecca L. Johnson. Yes. So, Earth Science. I'm going to just jump right in and read, 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 read. Mm. All right, let's check out this book and see what it's about. What is matter? Your turn. Infer. Describing matter. Your turn. Communicate. Measuring matter. Your turn. Interpret data. So we're going to infer. We're going to communicate. We're going to interpret data. Mm-hmm. Career explorations. Use language to compare science around you, keywords, and index. And these are some vocabulary words to know as you read this book: matter, atom, state, solid, liquid, gas, property, mass, balance, gram, volume, liter, density. Definite and describe and measure are some useful words. Yeah, so let's do it. We're going to just jump right in. Educational Tuesday. Everyone is here for a football game. Look at the photos. What objects do you see? I see what? What you see? Mm-hmm. Cheerleaders, people, signs, stairs, trombone. What objects are smooth? What objects are rough? What other ways can you describe the objects in this photo? Mm-hmm. You also see popcorn, right? A megaphone, a football. Mm-hmm. What is matter? All things are made of matter. Matter is anything that takes up space. A shoe is made of matter. Matter is made of atoms. An atom is a tiny unit that makes up every kind of matter. Atoms are so small they can't be seen. Binoculars, pom poms, bleachers. Key ideas: matter is anything that takes up space. All things are made of matter. Matter. Matter can be in different forms or states. A solid is a state of matter. A solid. A solid has a definite shape and size. An apple is a solid. Bananas are solids too. A rock is a solid and a tree is a solid. A liquid is another state of matter. A liquid has a definite size but no definite shape. Whatever you pour these into changes the shape according to the shape of the container, right? Mm-hmm. A liquid takes the shape of whatever it's in. I just said that. Water is a liquid, milk is a liquid. A gas is a third state of matter. A gas has no definite shape or size. A gas spreads out to fill all the space it can. Air is a gas. It's a gas. Key idea: solid, liquid, and gas are three states of matter. Look at this bubble. Your turn. Infer. Look at the photos. Look at the photos. What state of matter is the water in the goldfish bowl? The water is, that's right, you're right, it's a liquid. What would happen if you put the water in the aquarium? The water shape would, what? Change, right? Make connections. Liquids have a definite size. They do not have a definite shape. Find examples of liquids. Use the language of science. What is matter? Matter is anything that takes up space. Chapter 2, describing matter. A bird's feather is matter. A feather is light and soft. A bird's eggs are matter. The eggs are heavy and smooth. Light, soft, heavy, and smooth are all properties. Properties that can describe what you see, what you can touch, taste, or smell. Properties are used to describe matter. Share ideas. What properties would you use to describe the wild turkey? Remember that all matters take up space. Taking up space is a property of matter. The skates take up space. The car takes up more space because it's bigger, right? States of matter are also properties. The man's breath is a gas. The honey is a liquid. And the apple is a solid. The apple's red color is a property. The apple's round shape is a property. The apple's sweet taste is a property too. These properties help describe the apple. Exploring language. Explore language. Adjectives, red, round, and ripe, are adjectives. They describe the apple. Key idea. A property of matter is something you can see, you can touch, you can taste, or you can smell. Your turn, communicate. Look at the picture. Tell a friend about the statue's property. The statue looks, what? Looks, right? Smooth. It looks hard, and it looks, what? Has the shape, right, of a human. Statue might feel, right. Good job, you guys. Make connections. Find an object in the room. Describe 3 of its properties. Strategy focus. Make inferences. Make inferences about properties of matter. Name some properties of the car on page 12. Tell how you know that the car has these properties. Because you could see them, right? Good job. You guys are so smart. Measuring matter. Some properties of matter can be measured. When you measure, you find the size or the amount of something. Mass is a property of matter that can be measured. Mass is the amount of matter in an object. A balance can measure the mass of objects. A gram is the basic unit for measuring mass. The marbles have the same mass as the weights. Volume is another property of matter that can be measured. Volume is how much space a kind of matter takes up. The liter is the basic unit for measuring volume. Density is a third property of matter that can be measured. Density is how much mass there is in a certain volume of matter. Density is measured in grams per liter. Grams per liter. Check it out. Key idea: mass, volume, and density are properties of matter that can be measured. The density of water is greater than the density of oil. So oil floats on water. How cool is that? Your turn. Interpret data. Sugar and sand. Look at the table. Then interpret the data to answer the questions. What is the basic unit for measuring mass? Remember I read it. What is the density of the sugar? Which objects has greater density? Expand vocabulary. The following prefixes can be added to units such as liters to show smaller or larger amounts. Centi is 100th. Kilo is 1,000th. Which is larger, a centiliter of water or kiloliter of water? Explain. And there it is. Make connections. When you take a deep breath, air goes into your lungs. Tell how a balloon could show the volume of breath that comes out of your lungs. Because it captures it in the balloon, right? Yep, I'm just saying. Career and explorations. What is an atmospheric scientist? Atmospheric scientist. An atmospheric scientist studies properties of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is the blanket of gas that surrounds the Earth. Some atmospheric scientists study changes in the atmosphere that affect weather. Others study air pollution, such as smoke or harmful chemicals that enter the atmosphere. Would you like to be an atmospheric scientist? Explain your answer. Atmospheric scientists study weather and air pollution. Atmospheric scientists use computers to study Earth's atmosphere. So cool. Use language to compare. Use sensory words to compare. Properties can describe how an object looks, sounds, smells, tastes, or feels. Words that tell about information from your senses are called sensory words. Sense, sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Check out the words. With a friend, look at a photo of the fruits on the page. And page 6. Use sensory words to describe the properties of these fruits. Says the fruits on page 6. Let's go back to 6. Same basket of fruits. Sensory words. They look like different colors, right? Red, green, right? Yellow. Signs around you matter at the market. Bottled water, 2 for $1. Jar of peanut butter, $2. This book must be from way back in the days. Bottled water is not 2 for $1 anymore. And a jar of peanut butter is not $2 anymore. Inflation. Look closely at these coupons. What is volume of water in each bottle? The volume of water in each bottle is, you got it. What units are used to measure the peanut butter? The peanut butter is measured in, yep, you got it. Name some other foods that are measured in liters and grams. So keywords. I have some keywords for you. Gas, a state of matter with no definite shape or size. Liquids, or liquid, a state of matter with a definite size but no definite shape. Mass, the amount of matter in something. Let me just read this. Air is a gas. A liquid takes the shape of its container. An object's mass can be measured. Matter, anything that takes up space. You and everything around you are matter. And you matter too. Solid, a state of matter that has a definite shape and size. The feather is a solid. State, the form something is in. People drink water in its liquid state. I can add this, but they eat it in its solid state. Right? Called ice. That's right. Properties of matter. The end. The end. Wow. I had fun reading this one, Properties of Matter. Thank you for listening to me read fun, exciting, and educational books like this. You guys learned a lot today, I'm sure. So thank you. Shout out to my mom, who's always here listening and showing all this love and support. Shout out to you for being here and clicking like and share and going to YouTube and looking for Audrey's Reading Area and subscribing. Yeah. Thank you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. LIVE, live at 8 tomorrow here at Audrey's Reading Area.